Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tamari's KF2 Summer Showdown CD Tournament 2022. My name is Tamari. I am the tournament's host, and joining me today are Boris the Animal, today's cameraman, indynick, and ZeElmo, my two co-commentators, and I will also be one of your commentators for today's match. So, starting with Boris, could you each give us a hello, please? Also, and Nick
Howdy ho, I'm indynick.
and Sir Elmo.
Hello, hello. I'm ZeElmo.
Awesome, thanks, guys. So today's match is going to be the final match of round two, group stage round two, and it will be featuring the Yolomancers, which is led by Jenny XJ9, and they'll be playing Santa's Workshop. So right now we're a little bit ahead of the curve. The team is going to be filing into the server very soon. We're just waiting on them to join the server, and I thought while we're waiting, we could perhaps talk about some stuff. So let's start by talking about the scoring system. I figured this would be a good chance to get this out of the way. So for those of you who aren't aware, the matches in this tournament will be scored with a scoring system that I came up with for this, and it's going to be based on points. So the way it works is you have what's called the completion score, and this is a score that you earn by just completing the waves. So basically, every time you beat a wave fully, you get 100 points, and since there are 10 waves in the game, you'll earn a total of 1,000 points for completing the entire match. And then on top of that, you have a system of bonuses which allow you to earn extra points. And there are 4 categories of bonus. The first one is known as health bonus, which is designated by HB in the upper right corner of our screen here. It's a point pool that starts at 600 and will decay by 100 points every time a player on the team dies, eventually bottoming out at 0. The next bonus is the objective bonus, which is designated by OB, and this rewards teams for doing the stand your ground objective zones that will be appearing throughout the course of this match. They will earn 500 points per objective, and for this specific match, there will be 5 objectives, which means that there's a total of 1,000 objective bonus points on the board. Next, we have the time bonus, which is designated by TB, and this bonus rewards teams for playing efficiently. So if you look at the upper left, there is the match timer up there, which is currently 0, of course. But we also have the par time, which is in green, and the max time, which is in red. The par time is what is related to the time bonus. Basically, the faster the team wins the match under that green timer, they will get 1 point per second. And the last and final bonus is the no medic bonus, NMB. And this is a special bonus that will give the teams a total score multiplier of 1.5x if they manage to complete the match without having a field medic. And that one is something that we've seen teams try to go for already, but it's very difficult. So yeah, I will be interested to see if they decide to do that. And I guess that's also a good chance to talk about the team itself. I'll start by saying that Yolomancers actually have played in the last tournament that I hosted as well. And their strategy in that tournament was to focus their strategy mainly on objective completion. And so far in this tournament, in group stage round 1, they've basically done the exact same thing. So I fully anticipate going into this match that they're going to basically be getting as many objectives as they possibly can. In fact, I think I already know in my own head which ones they're probably going to do, but we'll have to see. And yeah, what do you guys think about Yolomancers coming in? How do you think they're going to play this matchup? Nick, let's start with you. If you have anything you want to say.
I think they came out in here like a hurricane. The rounds before and the matches before were fantastic to watch, and they were really great, but they just stepped in and just floored the place. So I expect more of the same here.
Indeed. And Elmo?
Like Nick said, last round they came on the scene with an absolutely meta-defining performance. So I'm curious to see what Jenny has put into gears to make sure that they stay ahead of the curve, because into round 2 I've seen a lot more objectives being completed, which was not the case for round 1, which meant that they could get a huge leg up on the competition in that regard. So I'm curious to see if they'll evolve on that, expand on it, maybe go for the no medic on top of that, which would be an insane thing to witness.
That would be ridiculous, yeah. That's so difficult, right? We've actually seen teams try to go for the no medic bonus already twice, and it's not easy, man. You're giving up a lot by not having that constant source of healing. And as I mentioned in, I believe it was 404's match, which happened earlier today. Um, when you fall behind when you're going for the nomadic bonus, that's when stuff starts to get crazy because you don't have the ability to just heal the entire team for full HP instantly, right? You don't have medic buffs, right? So if they decide to go for that, that's going to be really cool to see. But I definitely think they can do it. Jenny's a pretty accomplished medic player already, as on her own, so she could easily pull off a like a survivalist medic run or something. And we do have the team finally filing in here, and we just passed our start time for the match, so we'll do a quick roster rundown once they're all in here, and I think we can get started. Yeah, I also wanted to add as well, though, about the objectives. I was really excited last week when they were doing Hellmark Station. Like Elmo said, because a lot of teams didn't do objectives last week, they were able to get a pretty reasonable leg up. And coming into round 2, they were in first place. And I'm sure they're going to want to step up their game because, as Elmo has also said, we've noticed already that the teams have already adjusted, right? I think every team except for 404 has done at least one objective, which is just not what happened last week. And it could be because of the map, maybe, but I think it also is just the fact that people have realized that they're worth a lot of points. And that evolution of strategies is what keeps the tournament interesting, even for the top contenders, right? Because they have to work to keep ahead of that now. Once you reveal your strategy, everybody knows about it, and they're going to be using that against you. And so I think Yolomancers is in a good position to probably stay ahead if they do the same thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go even more ballsy, like with the NMB, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
But one thing I really liked from last match that they did was they did a really good job of learning how to work with LOS and redirection. They had a hold last match on Hellmark Station that I was really a fan of, where they actually had 2 players that were split off, and this caused the Zeds to actually divert from the zone, and it relieved pressure on the zone. And that was really smart. Prior to that, we hadn't seen anything like that before, and they turned what would have been a really dangerous hold into something that was actually quite trivial. So anyway, final player, our master, is now joining the server. So as soon as they get in here, I think we can pass it over to you, Nick, for a roster rundown. It looks like they are ready.
Alrighty, we got Diamond Dog as our support specialist, Code the Void as our commando, Topwolf as a sharpshooter, Ginny XJ9 as a medic, Ray as a gunslinger, and Armmaster as the other gunslinger. So it looks like a pretty standard team.
Indeed, yeah, and it looks like they actually might not be going for this no medic bonus. We got bamboozled earlier by someone that was playing Firebug and then swapped at the last second.
Yeah.
So maybe Jenny's just going to randomly swap to Survivalist all of a sudden right at the last minute here. But there's also a chance that she just might not do it because, the safety of it. But I also noticed that they only have one sharpshooter, and that's something that I think I've brought up in every match. And due to the way the lanes in this map work, if they do use the traditional hold, that one sharpshooter, which would be Topwolf in this case, he's going to have to flex a lot to help his team.
Well, knowing Topwolf, I think he's definitely going to enjoy flexing for the team and everything.
Oh yeah, if anybody could do it, it's that guy. He's a very established player. He's been playing CD for a very long time. So I believe.
But when they're not going for the no medic bonus, I'm super excited to see what their, let's call it the standard hold, is going to be in between the objectives, if they intend to do those, of course.
Oh, I'm willing to bet they're going to do every single one.
Yeah, they're going to probably do every single objective that they possibly can. I'd be very surprised if they didn't, especially now that Jenny is going to be playing medic from the looks of it. That means they could be very aggro, right? And she'll probably be using the Corruptor Carbine again, which is something that I forgot to mention earlier, that she was the only medic player that used that last round. And that's actually a really hard weapon to use. You have to get the dart perfectly timed because the gas only lasts for a very short time. So it's all about shot placement and timing, and because the cooldown is also really long, and she made it look really easy using it. So no doubt she'll be using that again, and that's probably going to help them with objectives. But yeah, I'm also curious about how they're going to set this up. I mean, I imagine they're probably going to put Diamond Dog on the back lane if they do the standard hold, and then it's going to be either Ray or our master that will be back there soloing where the stairs are. And I actually really can't say who they're going to put on there. I could be either one really at this point.
But anyway, should we let them get going?
Yeah, if unless Elmo has anything he wants to add real quick, I think we're good to let them get going here.
No, I think we should just let them go wild. See what they're gonna do.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and give them the okay, and then we should be going live in just a second here. 1 second.
Best of luck, Yolomancers.
As I type it in team chat, Rip Rooney. You guys didn't see that.
Nobody saw. Nobody pointed it out.
Diamond Dog channeling his inner Ellis. Oh, hogwash, man.
Oh, I found a candy bar.
What if they're just in their voice chat right now, just talking about Keith stories?
I have the best one of those, but I'll save that for another time.
Oh yeah, we are going live here, and I see our master immediately just going off on his own direction here. I wonder if that's just so he can make it to his position faster. That's pretty interesting.
Oh, welding the
Oh,
door.
he's welding the door.
He's welding that door.
Getting rid of it immediately so they're not bothered by it.
Yeah, I like that. That's smart. As Ryan himself, or aka Diamond Dog, has said many, many times, and Chris as well, doors are the enemy. And something that's not very apparent to our viewers here is that when doors are open, husks can actually fire through them. So by him getting rid of that door, it's just going to make it a little bit easier for them. They're not going to have any surprise spicy meatball ingestion going on.
This is a 5-1 split? That's interesting.
Dude, no way. Yeah, you're right. I think they are doing that.
Well, it looks like Master's got the first Scrake. It's coming along. Across the bridge. Let's hope he can do with this without the left side, or the left side of him not getting a bunch of trash.
This is a little bit unfortunate here that Z-Time popped when it did, because he ideally would have wanted to be right next to the Scrake so he could confirm that kill, but now he's gonna have to wait. If I were him, I would actually just wait until Z-Time again, or call Topwolf.
No, it looks like Topwolf's going over to freeze it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he called Topwolf. That's the smart play. If Z-Time had been ready and he was in the appropriate position, then I would say just go for the kill. But unfortunately, you can't really control when that happens, so.
Yeah, but this is gonna be very interesting. Let's hope Master can hold this, because a lot of trash comes this way.
I would be interested to see, right, if because of him doing this, that he might actually decide to take a weapon like the Glock 18s, for example, which are really good at mopping up lots of trash.
Yeah.
That's one of Gunslinger's main weaknesses, right, is lots of trash coming in at the same time from different directions. But the Glocks actually help mitigate that a little bit and let you have some auto fire. So he might possibly be going for that, maybe. Another Scrake on... Oh, Diamond Dog accidentally getting that stumble and nullified that freeze there. That's unfortunate, because that is their last freeze, and they have another Scrake still left to deal with, I think, in the wave.
They should have, yeah. So they're going to have to take that one dry, no freeze.
Well, if he can get another stumble like that, I think they could probably take care of it.
Realistically, all they have to do for that Scrake is wait till Z-Time pops, and if Topwolf gets a headshot and he's using Ranger, which I imagine he probably is, he'll get that stun, and that should be a confirmed kill. Almost no problems.
But who is going to get the last Scrake? Ah, looks like he'll be in the front.
Yeah, oh, there he is. Yeah, he finally made it. He made his way in here.
Oh,
Yep, there's a stun. Yep, and that
Ranger OP.
Yeah, Ranger's insane.
Balanced Ranger.
And that's wave 1 completed already.
Yep.
2 minutes in. And now we have our first objective. The objectives, I didn't mention actually. I did say there are 5 objectives, but I forgot to say that the objectives are all on even numbered waves this match. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And we do have our first objective coming up here for wave 2. I'm sure they're going to take it. I'd be very surprised if they didn't.
Jenny is just loading Diamond Dog up with ammo.
And accidentally giving him her 201.
That's smart, actually, because Diamond Dog can give ammo to his teammates, right? So she figures, give him money to get his guns, and then everybody could just refill off of him. And the tier 1 weapons, starter weapons, actually get quite a bit of ammo off the support if he's using resupply pack, so...
Here is the wave 2 objective, and they are very cornered in one end of the objective zone.
They're probably doing this to influence the spawns to be a bit faster to save time.
Yeah.
I imagine. I could be wrong about that, but... And also sight reaches. I said this in your match, actually, Omo, but one of the major risks of this objective is that if you peek too hard and too aggressively, you will see flesh pounds across the room, and once they see you, That's that 15-second rage timer starting.
Tick, tick.
That could be very bad, especially if there's multiples.
Well, the thing is that I believe there's only one flashpoint on wave 2, actually. So it's not that big of a deal for this objective.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. It's like 1 or maybe 2. Can't remember off the top of my head on 6 wave size fakes.
I believe it's a 1-2 split. We get 2 Skriks, 2 QPs, and 1 FP. I believe. Just off the top of my head, though. I could be completely wrong.
Master throwing out the emote right there.
Huh.
Launching the spirit bomb.
A little bit of confidence goes a long way.
I respect it. I think in Uwu's match, I think we had people taunting in the middle of every trader. I just like see someone dancing randomly. So we're already at 55% here.
Oh, and here comes FP and 2 Skrakes.
Oh, never mind.
Yes.
There's 3 Skriks on this wave at least.
There they are. We should be getting a freeze off from that, I imagine, soon. There they go. They got the freeze. You're probably gonna have to freeze again to get these other 2 Skrakes.
Nope.
Unless they get the stun. No, they have a gunslinger right there though. Anyway.
Topwolf slow-mo slayer too.
Yes, and they did get those kills. Made it look easy.
Ooh, bloat vomiting all over Wolf. That's his achievement right there. That's his reward.
Yeah, congratulations to Topwolf for the achievement.
94% of the objective, 95. Once this is complete, they can leave if they want to, but I don't anticipate they will because they're actually holding pretty comfortably right now.
Another thing is that this hold is extremely fast.
Oh,
So they
Gorfin's
might
sneaking up
just
behind
want to
Code.
stay.
That was a bit scary right there. I saw 2 Gorfins coming behind Code. I thought they were going to do the helicopter attack.
Luckily, they didn't.
Yeah.
Looks
Sorry,
like
They-
everybody's.
lights out.
Looks like everybody's a little bit short on ammunition.
Yeah, they're a little bit low in ammo right now, but I think it was actually a good call on Jenny's part to fund Diamond Dog and then let everybody refill. Because now he was able to get his double barrel early. And there's one more FP coming in right now on the front. Probably just going to freeze. Yeah,
Yep.
That's a safe move. I like that.
Oh man, that was a fast one. I don't think I've ever seen a health bar disappear that quick.
Yeah, he just got deleted.
When
It's a bit of
everybody just
scrape.
piles of it.
Yeah, it's always funny because even with tier 1s, you can absolutely decimate Skrakes and FPs at their maximum health values if everybody's shooting them. It's actually really fast. And that's wave 2 complete. Still making really good time. 5:45 on the clock right now. If they keep this pace up, they're going to be on track to beating our fastest run, which I think was it your guys' run, Elmo?
I still think we had the fastest run, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had a lightning fast run. It was insanely fast, actually. You got over 10 minutes of time bonus, if I'm not mistaken.
This could be true. I don't exactly remember. I'll go look it up.
Looks like Diamond Dog has switched over to the HZ-12.
Yeah, the HC-12 is an excellent early game weapon. It's got so much ammunition. You have the ability to reload cancel the magazine. So just lots of lead going down range. And
Yeah,
also...
we got-
oh,
sorry.
no, you good.
We got 744 time bonus.
Ah, damn. Yeah, that's really good. That's over 10 minutes. I was just going to mention that Jenny has swapped over to using the Hemo Goblin, which is a great weapon in general for Medic. The debuffs that thing can put on larges is very helpful, especially for objectives. And that's also a staple of her playstyle. She always likes to use that weapon, so not surprised there. Code doing a great job there, getting a full stack of Z time. He's been doing that very consistently this entire run, and that's really gonna, if he can keep pulling that off every time like that, they're gonna have a really easy time, just like we saw with Uwu. Just basically cruise through the game. Currently, it sounds, if my ears are working properly, I hear Fleshpound coming toward the commando lane currently right now.
It's actually heading towards our master.
No, it is.
Oh,
It's in
there's
the little
two,
packing
actually.
room there.
Yeah, we do have actually 2 flesh pounds up right now. They're probably gonna freeze the one in the front, most likely, I imagine.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Zed time.
They froze him in time.
Yeah. Oh, rip flesh pound. Three Huss trying to come in on the right, on the commando lane, trying to serve up some spicy meatballs, but Topwolf says no.
He's not that hungry.
Yeah, he doesn't like spicy food. But again, great extensions though. It's so cool watching the team basically all just stop shooting everything in front of them when Z time activates. So that top or code has the most, basically a target-rich environment. That's always cool to watch.
And looks like another stack of full extensions.
Oh, he tried. There were some enemies in the middle room, but he just couldn't get the line of sight on them. No worries. I mean, there's nothing really crazy going on, so it's not mandatory that he gets them right now. But yeah. I hear more flesh pounds coming for our master at the moment here. Sounds like below him, maybe? I could be wrong about that. Trying to fly over there at like 1 mile an hour. I thought I heard the growling sound or whatever. There's a Scrake coming across the bridge though, and looks like our master picked it up, so he should be getting this takedown here.
And it's gone.
There we go. Yep, classic SPX takedown.
Ooh, nice freeze from Topwolf there. Ah, but they raged at the very last second.
Ooh, unlucky. Again, that's something that I've mentioned multiple times that, yeah, they did. Yeah, and it honestly went really good despite that. But one thing I've been mentioning almost every match is it's such a common thing that happens where somebody accidentally rages the FP. It's not like people do it on purpose or anything, but when they do that, it does make him immune to freezes. So that's actually just a waste of a grenade, right?
It could still have been a conscious choice since that time did pop right off. They could either wait for the freeze or just start going in on it immediately.
And a lightning fast trade around.
Yeah, they skip the trader very quickly there. That's another thing that is a good way for teams to optimize time bonus is by optimizing their trader. It's one of the biggest time losses, trader and kiting, the 2 biggest time losses in the tournament. So now we have our wave 4 objective. This one's a little bit awkward where Diamond Dog, Topwolf, and Ray are currently standing. They have to basically they have this really weird sight line if they stand in the zone where they can't see out the door. So they're gonna have some danger close engagements going on here where things are gonna walk out right around the corner from them. Ray's doing a good job here of flanking these QPs that are coming in and getting them raised early because they do have a double FP coming in now. Manages to get in and get 2 hits onto Diamond Dog, but they got the kill. And they should have the second FP with that time. Yeah, no chance.
Oh, nice.
A good freeze there. Just getting hammered right now compared to the other side.
I don't know. That could be a good thing for this team.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would say this lane is definitely the better one to have the largest come in on than the other side. Because they have so much room here in the backup.
And not only that, the efficiency that they'll be able to take out the Zeds.
Ooh, that QP did a lot more damage than I expected him to do.
Yeah, but once I feel like once Diamond Dog gets his DBS upgraded and everything, you know, kosher, they shouldn't have to worry about QPs ever again.
Yeah, they should be able to lock that down. And now they do have a double flash
that's
coming in.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna need to call for rotation here. Good freeze, but it didn't get the second flesh pound, unfortunately. Oh, there they go. They threw another one. That's probably smart.
And now we got a bunch of
Yeah, I would have
quarters.
done that too.
Oh, 3 Huss coming in the other side right now.
But they're mopping it up.
And once again, Topwolf just clearly stating that he is not hungry. He does not want those spicy meatballs.
He is already ate, folks.
If Code has these set time extends, which he did, they can retake that, and they did. It was good execution on their part.
Yeah, they made it look easy. That is going to be another 200 points coming out here for Yolomancers. So they're sitting at a nice 400 OB right now, which is pretty great. I personally don't think they're going to go for the Wave 8 objective, by the way. That's just me. They'd be nuts to go for it. But, I mean, this team
I hope
definitely
they do.
I hope they do it as well. But it looks like we got 3 Husks and an FP coming in for the last bit of the wave. I'm sure everybody's going to turn around and focus that side right now. Oh, no.
This FP is about to have a really bad day right now. Oh, ooh. Okay, I was going to say, I thought he was about to just walk in for free right there. But no, they got on that.
And we got one more. Please run away, FP. You don't understand. Oh.
Oh, man, yeah. No chance.
He'll never understand.
And he's making good use of the Hemogoblin again, like I mentioned earlier. It does slow down the Zeds by, I think, 30%.
Which stacks with any sort of gun shooty, stun, slow skills, right?
Yes, precisely. Like, for example, Skullcracker, which is a gunslinger level 20 skill. It also slows Zeds down by 30%. And those two sources will stack. And having that actually stacked on a Flesh Pound that's raging will actually slow it down so much that the Flesh Pound will begin to walk. That's a 60% movement speed reduction, so that's huge. Using the Goblin, she can buy her team a lot of time to make precision takedowns.
However, you got to watch out. Even though the Flesh Pound is slower, the intimidation factor goes up when he power walks at you.
Yeah, this is true, actually. But yeah, I mean, so far, man, this is just a very solid run. They're currently sitting at just about 3,600 points. Which is great going into Wave 5 here. And they haven't had any deaths yet either. So, and they haven't even really gotten close to having any deaths.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a solid execution all around.
The only way I can see somebody dying here right now is if they do any of the sketchy holds and things go, you know, don't go as well as they think they should. Ooh, we got a triple FP coming up for the support lane.
Oh yeah, long distance FPs right there.
And looks like they already raged one.
That's smart. I like that, honestly. They've already seen them, right? So they're going to time range. You might as well just start them.
Oh, that freeze.
Yeah, that was good. Delay that other FP from raging there.
And here comes Ryan for the quarters, I'm sure.
Meatballs.
Yep.
Nice. Good take. And that Husk, though, he got like 3 shots there during the duration of that, though. That was pretty insane. Just having a field day there.
Our Master's got 2 Skrakes so far, but looks like he's holding things just fine.
Looks like I was right, by the way. Master is only using 1 Glock, but he is using a Glock, like I anticipated. That's a good choice for that lane, in my opinion.
Yeah, short range, and has a lot of trash, so perfect fit for the Glock.
Yeah.
Looks like we have more FPs coming.
Ooh, was that a side rage, or did he take damage on that?
I think that may have been a side rage.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It looked like he got shot in the head even, but yeah, it's really tough to say. But still, either way, it's good that they're getting on these takedowns early. Oh, there's a double FP now on our Master in the back lane. If he gets a Z time, should have this, but... Oh, the freeze bounced off of something there. Again, they missed 2 freezes.
Catch it twice?
I think so. That's unfortunate. They just wasted 2 freezes right there.
But they're down to
when that
double.
happens.
They're down to double digits, so they should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it should have the wave, no problem. But yeah, that's always unlucky. I think you're right, though, that the Stalker did block it. It's a sharpshooter's worst nightmare, man.
I know Forrest hates it.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Demolitionist as well, when you want to get those juicy RPG shots, and then Stalker's just like, nah, I want that.
And you try to go for an RPG takedown, and instead you just hear the sound and see the rocket bounce off a Stalker head or something.
Yeah, you get a face full of Stalker booty after instead of the Scrake.
I'm just thankful she can't kick it out of the way like she does it for players. Oh my god, that is a
Yeah,
that
I
is a
see it
lot of
too.
quarters.
There's a dollar coming in on the right lane here. But they got stuck on something though. I think that's
I
scraped.
think they got stuck on each other. Like it was a conga line that just got messed up. Oh, and here comes the Z time.
Yeah, that worked in their favor because the QPs like didn't all come in at once, so they just took them apart. QPs they're dangerous, but they're not very healthy. Their head health.
They're also kind of idiots.
Yeah, they also like to dance. When two QPs get angry next to each other, they just love to break out their dancing skills. All right, and we have our next objective coming up on wave 6 here. I also anticipate they will do this one because I know that last tournament this was also one of the objectives, and they did that objective that time. So be surprised if they
And
didn't.
there they are doing it.
Yep, and as I expected, they are going to be doing this one. This one's actually not as bad as it looks. One consideration to make with this objective is that they do have to deal with 2 entry points being that bridge there, where Zeds are actually coming from above them at a high angle. So they're going to have to worry about, obviously landing the shots, right, in that circumstance, but also Husks. They're going to have a great line of sight on the team if they don't kill them and let them sit up there.
Yeah, and not only that, the biggest issue I see here is just everybody hates shooting Zeds that are coming downstairs.
Yeah. Speaking of Husks on high ground, there's already one on the right-hand lane, but they're going to get that because Zed time pops, so...
Jenny
Yeah,
did also
absolutely.
buy the corrupted carbine again.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that.
The other corrupted carbine coming out now, which is again what I predicted she would use. That's a really great weapon for doing these objective holds, provided that she can land the corruption seed on a target that she wants it to land on. Much in the way that those freezes got blocked by those stalkers, it's very possible for her to try to go for a corruption dart and then it just hits the wrong target, and that's punishing.
Oh, I love watching Topwolf work. He is just destroying stuff on his lane. He had just a couple of scrakes and a flesh pound, I think.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to watch that guy. He plays with a really, really high level of confidence. That's pretty fun to watch for sure.
And he always opens up with, "I'm terrible at this game."
Already coming up on 50% objective completion, so they're looking like they're gonna get that 200 OB here.
Ooh, it's gonna be kind of dicey. Oh,
Oh, he got the crit. Oh, he's really getting in right there. Oh, there you go. They finally got that. That could have been pretty bad if they didn't get that kill in time.
luckily for Wolf yet, he hasn't ate a spicy meatball.
Like what Jenny's doing here, she's actually using her extra armor as a medic to just body block the front lane if the FPs and
Oh,
QPs do
four
get too close.
scrakes.
So she's just helping her team with even more of a buffer. Actually, her being in front like that does 2 things for her. Obviously, she gets to just straight up body block Zeds, but she's also in a great position to place a corruption seed that will then, if it detonates, will then gas up the entire lane.
Yep, just like
Which is
that.
what she just did right there. Yeah, exactly. That's something that I've come to expect from her. There's a double FP by the way approaching the back here, and no one's looking at it right now. They've already seen Topwolf there. There it goes. Looks like Code saw it and called it out there. And that's the objective complete. So they did get the 200 objective points once again. So they're at 600 OB. Good stuff.
And the FPs are just destroyed.
Yeah, no chance. No chance in hell. Freezes are just so good, man.
This round so far is really trying to do the quarter pressure.
This might also have been the cleanest execution of the wave 6 hold we've seen so far this round.
Yeah, absolutely agree. They just like nothing went wrong at all. I feel like everything was on point. The communication was on point, and just everybody's
There is a triple FP coming in now.
With a scrake. Let's see if they can break through the hold at all.
They have this. They have freezes. They should be able to.
Yeah.
They'll kill these 2, and then they'll freeze the last one, maybe.
No, they're just gonna destroy the last
Yeah,
one.
they just said screwed. We're just gonna gun them down.
I'm surprised Ryan isn't. Sorry, Diamond Dog isn't going in there with the sawn off at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, when flesh pounds are alone like that, it's really, really easy to kill them as long as nothing's interrupting you.
How nice of the Scrake to, take his sweet time getting here.
That Scrake trolled Topwolf so hard right there. He shot it and was expecting it to go toward him, and then it just did a 180 and went after Ray.
Just trolling for time.
Yeah, dude, trolling for time.
All the Scrakes seem to be doing that lately. It's like they know.
It was TSG had a Scrake troll for time last round.
Last round, yeah. Also, you have the classic Super Scrake Brothers situation where there's always like 2 Scrakes just off on their own, way in the other side of the map at the end of the wave, and I don't know why that always happens, but it's really funny.
They just wanted to have a picnic somewhere nice.
Oh, rolling into wave 7. This is where the game actually begins to really ramp up here. So, but I don't know, man. The way they're playing right now, if they keep this up, it's gonna. I think we're gonna end up being on wave 10 before we know it.
Yeah.
Because again, no one's died. There's been no deaths, and they're still making great time. They still have 1,800 seconds of time bonus on the clock right now, or on the board rather.
With that said, the spawns are about to ramp up significantly, so they're gonna have to play a little bit tighter to keep the same amount of holding power.
Yeah, I expect
as the waves progress.
I expect our master to be, feeling the heat here, in just terms of stuff he needs to kill and larges he needs to kill at the same time.
He's gonna need to be very communicative early, right? The earlier the better. Oh, triple FP rage coming in.
Quad FP. There was one way back there, but I think you might have gotten dead.
Ooh.
Good freeze.
A great freeze from Topwolf. They're gonna be able to get these larges down most likely. Now that we have Z time coming out here. Oh, unfortunately dropped it though. But it's okay. They got the flesh pounds down. That was the important thing. Now they just need to mop up these Scrakes and they should be good again. I was gonna say that Master's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to play very tight, like what you guys both said already, and he's gonna have to call out things early, because if they do have to kite, not only is that just dangerous in general for the team's health, but it's gonna waste time, right?
Looks like he called for help.
He's dealing with a little something. 250 in assorted pounds.
Yep, and there's Ray right there, right? So again, like I just said, he's doing a great job of calling things out, but the FP is doing a lot more damage than. Oh, Jenny's stuck. Jenny's like at 2 health here.
Oh,
they need to.
There she goes. Oh, okay, she's all right.
Wow.
That was close.
That was dangerous.
That was very scary indeed. Yeah, Topwolf basically saved her bacon right there. She almost ate it.
Oh, my heart can't take it.
And that's a replay.
No more like that, please.
Yeah, we've seen how like things can be going so well, and then it just takes one thing to throw everything off, and that's just the nature of KF2, to be honest with you. But
it's like a banana peel on a racetrack. Ooh, hopefully Master notices that FP coming across the bridge.
yeah, it's seen him already, right? And he's now out of line of sight of it, so he probably doesn't even know it's there. It is starting to tick down now, though, for time rage sake.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Yeah, it is raging now, but he hears it though, so he's gonna start shooting it.
Take the hit. Yeah, that's good. Another FP though.
Good execution right there. De-raging the FP, backing up, not shooting it early, right? Because if he does that, he'll re-rage it on himself, and then just getting the easy kill. And those are those 2 FPs up and down.
And with that, wave 7 is basically over.
That was scary, man. That was very close.
Yeah. That was just like a hair's breadth away.
Seemed like there was a little bit of a breakdown in communication there. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they re-raised the FP or they just didn't call it out early enough. But yeah, wow, that got really close.
From what I saw, our master enraged it and didn't take the hit. I think he was expecting to have it taken down before it really got to him.
I see.
It just kept going like that. So all of a sudden he was in the front hold, basically back to back with Jenny, and she took the brunt of the force on that one.
I see. Yeah, I didn't catch that. Yeah, I imagine she's probably talking to them about that right now, because that is one thing that you can, just unknowingly do at times, like not being mindful of your space. If you, it's sometimes it's good to just take the hit, right? Just take the hit, let him derage so he slows down, and then just take the kill.
Yeah, and it's such a hard thing to wrap your head around that sometimes it's better to just take a flesh pound hit. Because if they do crit you, that's 68 damage, and you gotta make
Looks
sure
like
that
they're
you
not
don't get,
doing the hold your ground here.
Yeah, yeah. This I expected. This hold is atrocious. So I'm not surprised they're not going for it. I think it'd be extremely risky, and if they were to wipe on that hold, that would not be worth it. So.
But so far, they are just killing it. I feel in the trader times, they get in, buy the stuff, and get out. Like it's like half a second. Ooh, triple FP on Masters lane.
Oh, the freeze didn't go off on all three
only
of them.
one of them froze.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
I think Wolf needs to talk to his supplier and freeze grenade.
I think the freeze might have landed in that little cubby on the train tracks there.
That's what I was gonna say as well. I was also gonna say I think Top got his supply of grenades from Drunk Bunny this game.
Yeah. That's one thing I won't ever live down for Drunk Bunny. The amount of videos he has on freeze grenades that don't really do their job is wonderful.
By the way, friends, I'm thinking if anything crazy starts going down this wave, let's hop over to a Yolomancers War Room. We haven't actually done one of them this game yet.
Well,
I
I agree, but something special has to happen.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's just been so chill. There's really nothing to show, but
I mean, the only one I would say is the part where Jenny almost died, but we couldn't have like foresaw that.
that was just like a sudden thing out of nowhere.
Ooh, Master missing these shots.
Benny's use of the Corruptor Carbine is coming in clutch for Master right here because she's able to leave him a gas cloud, which buffs him, and it also just heals him and gets trash off of him, right? So she doesn't, when that's going off, she doesn't have to really look over there at all. She can focus on other things.
And if I'm not sure here, the gas cloud's a lot different from a healing grenade, and it heals a lot faster, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a bug with it where it does heal a little bit quicker than normal.
It heals twice as fast as a medic grenade does. If memory serves, I believe it ticks twice as fast as healing grenades.
Yeah, but the healing rate though itself, I think, is still 10 HPS, right? It's just that it queues you up faster, basically. It applies the ticks quicker.
Yeah, it queues you faster, but it applies the buffs faster than a medic grenade does because it ticks twice as fast.
Yeah, that's
what we got a lot of stuff coming up front. We got a triple FP, triple Scrake with a quarter.
Ooh, this might be a worm here.
325 and a sword of pounds.
Wow, that freeze was insane. Completely blocking up the door. There's that one FP in the back that raged though, and the Scrake's got in the way here. But now they have Z time, so.
Let's see if they can keep the extensions going.
Bo's got plenty of trash. If they get that, oh, nice double barrel kill.
That FP is gone.
That looked amazing on my screen.
I got a close-up of that as well.
Sending that FP into space right there. Diamond Dog with the witness me. He knows it.
Sadly, the FP on my screen didn't get launched. Instead, he became one with the floor.
My screen, he just flew like straight back into the wall over in the other end of the lane.
He got sent into the floor and then slid across on my side.
Well, so much for the war room. That was the biggest threat for this wave, and it's gone.
That was a really good freeze, though. I saw
Yeah.
Top definitely froze things that there was no way he could have ever known existed back there.
It kind of worked out for them, right? Because that third flush pound, they couldn't confirm the kill on him, but all of the scrapes were blocking his way, so it ended up working out for them. I wonder if they're gonna leave this FP head right here. Oh, they unfortunately got the kill on it. A good use of the foul from Code here. The foul is the most powerful commando weapon in the game, and it's really good at long distance extensions like this.
Because at one shot, body shot's most trash.
It's an absolute powerhouse of a weapon. And yeah, coming up on, we're sub 10 Zeds, so we should be wrapping up wave 8. One more flush pound on our master at the moment, but I think he should have this. Yeah, Ray comes in for the assist, and that's... Oh no, there's another flush pound actually after that. But...
Another one.
Another one, yeah, but it's not going to live very long here. Ooh, never mind again. Oh, never mind.
No!
Commentator's curse? Commentator's curse, dude.
Oh, master.
Wolf, don't get starehead.
It's unlucky, dude. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's actually really unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw that. I think Jenny just assumed they had it and moved away to do something, but our master just couldn't get those headshots, and it just came up and wombo comboed.
Yeah, that's unlucky, man. That's going to be obviously 100 health bonus off. That's not super big deal, but yeah, that's just really unfortunate. That's an unfortunate death. He it's one of those moments where if you're ready for it, you have to train yourself, right? I've had to do this for myself as well when I'm playing. Like after the flesh pound gets that first hit, I always look at him and I'm basically expecting him to do that so that I can bash him out of it. But it's not always easy to remember to do that. So it's yeah, that was unfortunate.
Ooh, that could have been unfortunate for our master. There was a bunch of crawlers sneaking up on him.
OT cheating.
Yeah, they're supposed to go to the trader. They can't just OT.
Another unfortunate thing about that death is it does waste like a little bit of time, right? Because they have to refund our master and get his weapons back and everything. Because we don't have all weapons dropping, right? So he actually just straight up lost weapons there. But it's okay. I think they're gonna recover just fine from that. That's such a like random freak accident kind of situation, so it's not a big deal.
That was an interesting scene I got to see there. FP running and Jenny standing in front of her team, blocking with the knife.
Yeah, that's something that I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, the FP's about to hit somebody. Oh, okay, they got the kill. That was close. People almost got mic'd right there. Yeah, I was gonna say that that's actually something that her and I have discussed together. I'm not sure if she used to do that before. Yo, yeah, triple FP in the front lane here. Kind of staggered though, so they should have them, I think.
Oh yeah, no, just to...
Oh, Diamond Dog, that was awesome. He just intercepted that FP.
Very nice.
T-boned him into the wall right there.
Just to very quickly accentuate the importance of not getting mic'd. As soon as the flesh pound doesn't have a hit or a head, every strike is a crit now. So that's 68 damage every time.
Yeah, it really hurts, and we've actually seen Oh, Jenny has a Scrake on her that's raged though, and Ray is able to help her finish that off in Z time. That could have been bad. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's the amount of times we've seen somebody like get hit by that while like for example a Husk Rocket comes in. That's just a death, right? Unless you have like full armor and you're like a Zerk or something, you just die, just like that. So it's definitely not something to take lightly.
Looks like front's getting a lot more than they can chew.
Yeah, these Scrakes here are just kind of pushing them back here, but Diamond Dog got another great headshot right there.
I was waiting for that. We got an embed in the wall. Scrake is just a pair of legs.
On my screen, he's just gone. I love when that happens, though.
Yeah, sorry, I just figured it was important to explain why getting mic'd is such an issue.
No, that's totally fine. I think it's really good to point out because it's just something that's not very apparent. Like, obviously you don't want to take any damage if you don't have to, but that's such a high amount of damage. It really makes a difference.
Not to mention it jostles
you. And not to mention it jostles you out of position, right? You can get like, knocked out of position when you least expect it, and that's also really bad.
I think for a long time I ran with the joke of, oh, you decapped the flesh pound? Good luck. You just buffed him. Every hit's a crit now. Have fun.
I'm so averse to getting mic'd that, like, if you ever watch me play, I specifically go out of my way to just murder every headless FP if a commando doesn't need it. If it's not necessary to be alive, I just kill it.
I think that is the way to go about it, honestly.
What you guys would think would be worse? Rage FPs doing their crit maneuver, or a Rage FP doing the small, headless slap maneuver all the time?
Oh, Jenny's trapped right now.
Jenny, Diamond Dog.
Oh, Diamond Dog.
Oh, come on, yes. He made it.
Oh my goodness! What
That
the
was
heck did I
quick
just
thinking.
watch right there?
That was
might-
quick thinking, but Diamond
Let's
Dog
take it to a
got
worm.
killed.
Let's take it to a worm. Yolomancers worm. Go go.
Keep going.
Look, this freak.
Hey, it's that time.
I got it.
Take it.
We get back. Everything's behind us. Ryan.
You got it. Get this one as well. Nice. Run. I got it. Okay. D-rage.
Working on it if it'll attack something.
Keep going.
Watch the re-rages. Run.
I got it.
I'm looking at you guys over there. I'll be there momentarily.
Let's go. One more. Nice.
I have something behind me.
D-rage.
What took you so long to get here, right? Did you go the wrong way?
I went the long way. Well, yeah, because I got cut off. I had to go the other way.
Okay.
Run back to spawn. Run back to spawn.
Yeah.
Or,
We
I
should
mean,
probably
recording.
do a bunch of strikes on the way back.
I
Uh-oh.
wish I was recording. You should have seen what I was doing.
Okay, we got one more strike. Let's go.
Oh man, Diamond Dog with that FP kill. I feel like if he didn't get that, I think we would have had another death.
Yeah, that would have been a death. Unfortunately, Jenny just managed to slip past that FP, and then it turned around on her, kicked her back in the corner, and Topwolf got another instant freeze. So great job on his part for just that quick reaction, saving her from taking extra damage. But that one flesh pound didn't get frozen, and then Diamond Dog made a heads up play, hops in, Goombas that FP with the double barrel. That's something that I like to do. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite things to do with that gun. That was amazing.
That was
Again, saving that health bonus.
The mini
Such a huge
utilities,
play.
the mini utilities of support.
Yeah, I agree with Elmo. That was a really big play right there from both Topwolf and Diamond Dog right there.
I almost feel like that was reactionary. There was no communication. Just Topwolf was immediately throwing freezes, and Diamond Dog was jumping into the air.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously really stylish, and carries a lot of flair, but it's actually just so good because the thing about Goomba Stomps, well, at least in our CD builds, it's not like this in vanilla anymore. But you can actually do it on raised FPs, and as I mentioned multiple times now, raised FPs are immune to freezing, but you can still Goomba them. So in the event that they do rage, Diamond Dog can still save her by getting those stomps. Yeah, that was actually insane to watch. We are starting wave 10 now, and it looks like they're not doing that wave 10 objective. That actually, I'm not gonna lie, is a surprise. Figured they would go for that for sure.
Same.
Not sure if that was planned, or maybe they just decided, you know what, we got a little bit too close to the sun right there. Let's just play it safe, which I wouldn't blame them for. Another thing too is if Jenny had died there both times where she almost died, that's literally the worst person to die.
Yeah.
On this game, right? That's so bad if that happens because now they have no healing.
But luckily they were able to save her for every single time, which is honestly kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I thought she was done for most of those.
Agreed. Yeah, same here.
Oh,
But hey,
looks
that's
like
good
I'm
teamwork
pushed
though.
here.
Ooh, FP getting a crit. Yeah, double crit.
Let's hope he
but
doesn't turn around. Oh, that would have been bad.
That could have been very bad for Code right there. Honestly, yeah, they're leaving the FP body for him. I would have just killed that though. There's so much trash in front. But he did get it before it could come in for the mic.
You got more FPs coming. This wave is not letting up, I feel.
Yep, wave 10 is when ASL V3 can really throw hands.
Oh, we got a big sandwich coming up here.
Yeah, they're just about to be back to back here.
We could probably take it back to another.
So if they can get a
It
freeze
looks like
over
they're
there.
slowly recovering here.
Yeah, if the
Oh, unlucky. Ooh, there's a double FP coming from below right now, and they're getting pushed back on the back lane there. They got to get these two flesh pounds down so they can recover that lost ground.
come on. There we go.
Ooh.
But, oh, another
Ooh, the
the corner.
field.
trade. Topwolf has really got to talk to his supplier. He's really failed him today.
Something I like that our master did right there with that flesh pound in the background. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he turned the FP around and redirected him away from the team there.
Yeah,
Smart.
he wrapped it around the trader pod. It was really nice, actually.
Using his aggro to his advantage.
Oh man, the front lane is not getting a break here. After they kill 2 FPs, 2 more scrapes come, and then 2 more FPs.
Master's about to get hit here.
Oh, Master! Oh, Master! Oh, going down right there. Oh, let's go take it over to the war room. Let's go listen to this.
Get down. Oh.
Out this way.
Oh, the right. I got nothing.
Wait, front. Flashpounds, let's go. I heard him.
I have one. I have one
never
freeze.
mind.
We're good front for now. Fight back for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, this is a workable hold if we
Two more.
if we fight.
2 more. This is last.
Okay.
But
Flashpound coming.
I was gonna say blood body.
You guys are gonna have
Nice
2
long
streaks
stumble.
coming from the green room.
Ray, go get that.
2 screaks my side.
I will debuff it.
Okay.
I do not have this.
They're a bit. Oh no, you got QPs coming from green room. You got 2 F pounds coming from. You got 3 of them coming from green room. You got a lot of nasties coming from
Good
green
thing I
room.
grabbed a spare when I did.
I hope you have.
Nothing.
This is sad.
Help
Lots
back
of
lane.
big
Back lane
nasties
is
on green room.
swamped.
Yeah, I'm using my last freeze on this.
We're push there.
You got 2 Scrakes coming from where you entered. You guys should wrap around.
Yeah, push with me. Wait, unless you can get Zeta.
I do not have trash.
Push this way with me. Out this way.
Jenny, follow Jenny.
Reverse kite.
Yes,
Reverse kite.
yes, go that way. Follow. Yes. You got an FP
FP
coming in from that entrance.
Jenny,
Took
you're
a
ahead of everybody,
hit.
and
No,
people are gonna
please
get
take the next hit from me.
Oh gosh, don't get trapped in
Kill
there.
that FP. Kill that FP.
You got another FP, Jenny. You got another FP.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Don't rage it. Just get past.
Top.
Up the stairs.
I got it.
I'm chilling.
Let's go.
I have no
Ooh,
freezes.
kill,
Keep that in mind.
Kill,
Alright,
kill,
we
kill.
split. Keep going. I got 1 rage on me.
Top
Look out, look out.
twos.
Where's code?
I split. I said that.
I didn't hear.
You got an FP from
Yeah,
where I
keep
used
going,
to hold.
reverse kite,
You
keep
got 2
reverse
of them.
kiting,
Time rate.
Do not hold reverse kite.
No.
I'm gonna take it. I cannot take this hit.
I don't have AoE.
Go back.
It's fine.
What did I say? I said keep reverse. I don't
Keep
have
going,
grenades.
keep going.
Running.
Okay, well,
Jump
we might
off.
as well
You
hold
can
now.
jump off the bridge. Yeah.
We can hold now, I guess. It's just
Only
trash.
12. Only 12, yeah.
Oh man,
Dude, that was insane. Like,
that bash! It was. It was like just
Twice.
reflexes, just boom.
literally just talking about that, right?
Yeah.
He perfectly predicted that. He was
Such a
going for it too.
monster.
That was insane, dude. He saved his own life right there. And then they did it again after they got upstairs. Wow.
Unfortunate that they had 2 more deaths though.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate indeed. They did lose another 200 points and us some time to go with it. But, you know, they're making it through to the end of the game here, right? That's not really a bad look, all things considered.
Yeah, this is boss wave though, so let's hope that everyone stays above ground for this one.
Yeah. But oh man, that part in the back where they had to get out of there, that was so much stuff coming into the room.
Dude, that was insane. I saw the first FP coming in and I was like, it's looking kind of bad. And then I saw another one and then another one and I'm like,
Another
oh my
one.
goodness, dude. Another one.
See the
Yeah.
first one step into the door, and then the 4 right behind him go. I guess we rock up to the party then.
I counted like 7 flesh pounds there. No,
I
lie.
get a feeling that Diamond Dog is going to try to Goomba the big boy.
He can't actually. In fact,
Can't.
Goombas are disabled on boss
Oh,
in the tournament.
Hopefully he knows that.
Actually, I do hope he knows that. It is very easy to
I guess we're
accidentally
about to find out.
throw your health here against Avon.
Let's hope they get a knockdown unlike the last match I was in.
By the way, it looks like they're at the beginning of that wave. It seems like they were trying to do a spawn manipulation. They might have figured out there that by standing in the spot they were, that he always spawns at that position. Just something I wanted to point out. They were also messing with that concept last match as well.
I don't know, we could do speedrun strats in this game.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of like speedrunning deaths to this game, which is pretty cool. And the
Oh,
tournament
the
rewards
big
that
stock.
too. Ooh, yeah. I think they should just get out of this room.
Ooh, Ray, get out of the corner.
There we go. Yeah, they should be safe now. They should have this. Be very surprised if anybody went down here. A-bomb is doing that classic though, just constantly pooping and just staying behind and like, you know, hate when he does that. It wastes so much time.
And he's flying up to the air.
There he goes.
Are we gonna get it?
Are they gonna get him midair?
I hope it is. Yes.
Oh, just as he hits the ground.
That was good.
Very nice.
I love when that happens.
25-30. What a score.
Yeah, that's an excellent score. GG to Yolomancers. We got the Yolomancers slogans coming out here. Yeah, excellent run.
Yes, the one thing I got the hound captain for earlier.
Yeah, Captain, if you're watching this, we're never gonna let that go, by the way.
We never let anything go.
K-Man
We
would
remember
know.
everything.
Yeah, K-Man would know. We never let anything go. Oh, Boris got like the best replay of that A-bomb. That was so funny. All right, so it looks like we're going to be having Topwolf and Jenny XJ9.
Oh, good. I can't wait to tell
Sounds
Wolf
good.
they get a new supplier.
Yeah. Give me a second and I'll get them in here real quick. Hello.
Yo.
This has been an interesting week, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So who would like to start?
I will, sure. As for
Question first.
Oh, go ahead.
What was our score?
25-30?
25-30, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
25-30.
That's okay. I'm not upset with that. That's fine. We got sub 40. I'm down with that.
You guys can't type !score, by the way. I don't know if I actually ever mentioned that. You can type !score and it'll show you the score output anytime you want.
Cool.
So
For
anyway.
future reference.
Okay, Indy, go.
So there's just two small questions I gotta ask. One, Wolf, I think you need to find a new supplier for your freeze grenades.
Oh, dude.
Some of those are pretty bad.
Yeah. Some of them were super clutch though. Like I got down to 9 HP and was saved by a freeze.
Yeah, we saw that. There was a lot of moments, but I was gonna actually say that. How many pairs of pants did you think you needed to change from when you got caught twice in the flesh pound mosh pit? There?
I actually came in with pants that needed changing because they're covered in dust from a work site. So 1. Because
Ryan,
I
like,
literally
crowd
I got up
surfing?
at sorry, go ahead.
Ryan just crowd surfing on those FPs to knock them all down and get you out.
That
Yeah,
was
like-
so fucking sick. I'm proud of Ryan for that.
It all
Okay.
took.
I'd like to make 2 confessions. 1, Code was not slated to play until about 15 minutes before today's match.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be TBG, but I guess something came up that he had to go do. So, and TBG was actually there with the team for the pre-match warm-up. And so we just asked him if he can emergency fill if TBG doesn't show up, and TBG didn't show up. I'm not mad at TBG. You know, shit happens. But I'm so glad Code came and absolutely was on it. The second thing, I'm going to let my game close so I don't garble. So the second thing, we didn't practice that strat at all.
Yeah.
We came in today with a totally different strategy than what we had the entire week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we practiced all week with automatic.
Yep. We were consistently getting to wave 9 and 10, but we would just keep having problems with the front lane wiping, and we would die. And today we made the last minute decision to just run a medic and have somebody... Because I was soloing the back lane, and so we decided to just put Master there and have Ray Flex, and it worked out.
See,
We
yeah, we were talking about that.
We were doing triple objective, no medic.
Yeah, our
like all the same
theoretical top
objectives
score
we did
was
during
like
this match.
3,800 to 4K.
Yeah. We got very close. It was really
So
impressive.
close.
Honestly, I was so convinced we could do it, but after Saab's team set the score that they did, I was really scared to to have like a wipe and get a really mediocre score. And
I
so
personally
think
wasn't
we
afraid of
kinda-
that because of the
Yeah.
overall positioning, but I put it to the team whether they wanted to go for it, and we decided not to. And considering how that match went, I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, wave 10 was extra special spicy there. Like, it's amazing you guys made it out of the way you did.
Oh my god, I that is the downside of running carbine. I was running out of darts. That's why Code died.
And I was talking about that to the stream, you know, just the fact that like it's a good weapon if you can, assuming you can land the shots, but man, you have to be perfect though, because if
Also,
you
hey,
miss,
remember
very
on Hellmark when I said I forgot to buy a 101? I did it again.
Yeah, and it made
Except
a
this time I didn't remember until right now. Sorry, Code.
rip Code.
Yeah.
So, has anybody else got any questions?
Yeah. Go ahead, Elmo. You go.
I wanna know where you hide that flesh pounder tractor, Jenny.
I got it from Bell.
Ah, okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
I see. Yeah. Trick of the trade.
Jenny.bat.
Yeah, we just need to change some things behind the scenes here. Yeah, it was cool to hear that you guys were, because we were discussing that pre-match. We got here a little bit early before you guys hopped in the server, and we were talking about that. You know, like what were you guys going to do? And obviously, the objectives were not a surprise, right? I kind of figured that was going to be the case, but we were talking about how you guys might upgrade from last week.
Yeah, we wanted to go for no medic, and we were so close to getting it, but we couldn't get it to be consistent.
Yeah, and I respect the choice to not do it. I think like it's probably the right move in the grand scheme of things, because right now you got coming into round 2, you guys were in the lead, first place with I think it was 28-65.
I think we might still be.
Yeah, and I believe this run also keeps you in first place, so that was probably a move for the better, right? So I totally don't blame you for going for that choice.
So some fun facts about the no medic strat we were doing. I was playing Sharp, and for the wave 2 objective, I was sitting where Topwolf was. For wave 4, I was actually where Master was, holding that lane with a commando. Because I'm really good at lane mating. Lane mating with
at that
commando.
point. We were
we were running
carbine
double
on our
carbine.
sharps, and like it was like really what pushed the objectives over the edge. As far as we practiced them without carbine on sharp and just healing with 101s and like running on his 301. And it wasn't quite enough. Like people just kept dying to chip damage.
Well, I mean, we were running single carbine, but it was I don't know if it was my idea to try and do double carbine, but it was really handy for those objectives.
It made a huge difference. I mean, it turns all of the large Zeds into I said this. It's like a large Zed to health grenade converter during practice, because you just like every time you kill an FP, you just pop the body and then kill it, and you just get a heal nade right in front of you. And the objectives are so close to you that
Before or after the mic?
Hopefully without one happening.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
got
actually
mic'd so many times in practice today.
I will never forget during last night's practice, I got killed by a husk mic.
Oh.
I was talking about that, dude. I was talking about how like because we were talking about people getting mic'd, and I was just like, one of the worst things that could happen is you get hit when a husk also hits you, and that's just a death.
No, the husk was what mic'd me.
Oh, the husk, literally? Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you got mic'd with
headless
a
husk.
Yeah, the headless husk is what killed me.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I mean, you know, to be fair, I did get killed by a blow up mic one time. That was pretty good.
I remember when I was Topwolf and I took just a turbo match to practice landing together. We absolutely stomped, and I was getting blow up mic'd fucking constantly. Chris was there for that. Man, I can't get it out of my mind. When Topwolf and I were practicing together outside of team practice, we stomped that Thrills Chills lane so hard that when we got pushed, Chris came over to our lane during dead time, assessed the situation, and then left because we had it.
I actually spent the whole practice this week playing Slinger as well, so the sharp was the last minute.
Yeah, that was another last minute switch.
Yeah.
Really?
Ray is like
we had Ray on sharp.
switched. Yeah, we had Ray on sharp, and I trust Ray with my life on Slinger right now. As far as him on Slinger, me on sharp. We cleaned shit up in that front lane so well.
Oh
so
man, that
Yeah.
front
how
lane
good he
was
did.
absolutely ridiculous. Like you would get like a 6 large giga and it would be gone in like 6 seconds.
Did you start the wave with, man, I'm terrible at this game, Wolf?
No, I actually, when I'm playing sharp, I don't know, something just triggers. Like on Slinger, I just tend to whiff all these shots, and I'll just sit there and harp on how many bad larges I miss. But especially with Ram my lane, I just had no fear, just starting every large like it's right in front of me.
Yeah, well, you
4
also had
SPX
debuffs
bullets.
too. Debuffs
Yeah,
on long were so
yeah.
nice because it took them so
Well,
long to
and
get to
the
us.
stumbles on the Scrakes was huge. We were getting smacked by those so many times with our nomadic
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah. And then, dude, I love deraging on that lane as medic. It's so easy to do, and it's so rewarding, except for when it almost kills you.
How was Diamond Dog? He seemed to be putting out a lot of work. There was a few FP kills that he did that were just, mwah,
Those
chef's
were
kiss.
magic.
Everybody was over the fucking moon when he surfed the FPs for me.
You know what's funny, man? That's actually crazy. I just realized something. Last tournament in this exact same map, in literally the same freaking spot, I
I
think.
think I remember.
You did a double Goomba.
I did.
You had oh my god, you had the literal exact same thing happen. And but that time you jumped and popped out and then double Goomba the FPs. That's
Yeah.
hilarious, dude.
I wish that clip still existed, but I think those VODs are gone.
I'm actually so certain that that was the exact spot. That's actually
No,
really funny.
that happened against that railing between the stairwell and the side door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I was pinned against that railing on the upper level.
That's so funny though, but still, it's basically the same spot.
Yeah.
Wow, deja vu. That
You
was
know,
really fun to watch, guys.
I think we actually ended up okay, we lost an extra person compared to last time, but I think we got enough time bonus that we were actually positive overall, except for the missed objective. I think we actually got more time bonus than we
did
lost
really
from
well.
losing
The
one more
time
person.
bonus was huge this time around. We were flying through those.
Yeah,
waves.
I'm surprised how fast that went,
And if it
considering I'm
wouldn't
pretty
have
sure
been
the
for that
other
wave
one is
10
faster.
kite,
Yeah,
without
you
the
guys.
wave 10 kite, it would have been really clean.
Oh yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
practice kiting again.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like it. Seemed like you guys had it on lock.
Wow.
The my favorite part about that kite in Wave 10 SUV ride that kind of got lost because of the amount of larges.
I
And
was scared because usually when that happens, Ryan dies, and I'm proud of him for not dying.
He was so close. He did a jumping DBS shot that killed the FP, but if that didn't kill it, he would have definitely been killed for sure.
I know I said that I forgive Ryan for Hellmark already, but I definitely forgive him now. Support be praised.
So, Boris or Elmo, you guys got any questions?
Just shift
I
kiss.
must.
Shift kiss. That's all I can say.
Yeah, chef's kiss. And no gambler's fallacy either.
Oh, you mean on the nomadic thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
We-
believe how
we
well
tried
that
so
went
hard to
with
make it
all the
work.
last. Like we didn't like most of our strats were finalized within a half hour of the match starting.
Yep. Yeah, when we did hours of practice. Like, I mean, I want to say we did at least 20 to 25 hours of practice this week.
Wow.
I
put
think
in
we
a
practiced
lot of
every
time.
day except for Monday, and
Yep.
we did 3 to 5 hour sessions.
Are you trying to beat my total hours there, Wolf, or something?
I'm coming up on you if you don't get them back on soon and start grinding, man.
Hey, the attorney pinged me up to 1100.
Well, it'll probably be more as this continues on for sure.
I have a question also. As Captain Saab actually in chat right now said the exact question that I wanted to ask you guys, and that was what made you guys decide not to do the wave 10 objective? Was that like a reaction to what happened the previous wave, or was it already planned that you weren't going to do it?
It was actually so. What's funny is that like I occasionally had been talking to some of the other people over the course of the tourney just to like have some friendly discussion about how our teams are doing, and I think Elmo yesterday told me that like I told him that like wave 10 is a nightmare for us, and he's like, really? It was like one of our easiest objectives because we couldn't get wave 10 to be consistent for the fucking life of us. Granted, we were doing it without a medic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, well, for me, what made me decide not to is You know, early on we were kind of discussing whether or not we wanted to run medic or not. I said, you know, the wave 10 is probably doable with a medic, and we tried hard as hell to make it work without the medic as well. But there's just some really brutal sight lines that happen in certain places, at least the way we were holding it, that just make it like too difficult. And I think that we could have gone for it with the medic now, just giving us the extra wiggle room and like RNG protection for bad spawns. But because we made the decision to switch off the medic in the last, you know, like hour before the match started, me personally, I just considered it not worth, because we hadn't even really routed how we would do it with new players and not everybody on the same perks as before. It just was too much to figure out in the moment. So it was safer to just go without it and go for a good time bonus by standing in a safe spot like that.
Actually, well, since I have Elmo right now, how were your players positioned for that objective? How did you do it?
Okay, so for the wave 10 objective, we had a sharpshooter and a gunslinger on the little ramp
Right.
going up, yeah. At the top of the stairs, we had a sharpshooter just sitting there outside the objective, making sure they had line of sight on the spawner that's around that corner with the.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
And then you had the rest on the door?
The cupboard. And then we had a gunslinger and a commando on the door with a medic
Yeah,
in the middle.
we tried that, but we just the problem was that our backline kept getting pushed, and I was trying to be super fucking 900 IQ, because I think I found out that if you're close enough to the wall up on that lane, you can actually proxy block the spawn around the corner further into the room.
But then you're just in such a
disadvantage
disadvantage precision though.
Yeah, we really tried to make that that work. We actually started it off with a split hold where we had two people pushed up further into the upstairs area and then the rest on the door, and that was also having problems. We just couldn't get that to work, and we decided not to go for that objective because we couldn't get it to be consistent.
Yeah, that's respectable, honestly. Like, all of that is completely respectable. I think if I were in your guys' position, I would have done the exact same thing. We actually had a moment like that as well in the Flux tournament where I was actually thinking about doing something really risky and not playing Commando. And then, like, at the last second, I was just like, you know what? We should just play it safe, because if we risk it all and lose it, it's not worth it, you know? So I respect that. I think that's probably the right move, right? Because then you keep your lead, even if it's not as much as you would have gotten. You know, it's not like make or break. Like, it's not like you needed to do that to keep in contention or something.
Exactly.
So, I have one more thing I wanted to ask. This will be my last question for the interview, and it's probably the one that you probably expected me to ask you. Who would you guys say was the MVP? Let's start with Jenny.
I am going to pick Topwolf because of how useful he has been to me with regards to setting up strategies and planning practice and making the team work. He's been basically like a second co-captain. What was that, Andy?
Helping with those FP mosh pits that you see.
That too. So yeah, like I'm gonna hand it to Topwolf because he's been basically like a second team captain. He has been absolutely invaluable to my team, like across the whole thing so far.
I'm gonna have to agree. My MVP definitely goes to Wolf, and it's definitely not because of bias or anything. No, sorry, Bob.
Yeah. The safe space dinosaurs have to.
I mean, I'm fine with not getting it. Y'all give it to me all the time, anyways. Let other people have a chance.
Yeah, I have to also agree with that. I think for me, I'm gonna also go with Topwolf because of basically everything, every single thing that you guys both just said. The clutch plays, right, and just the level. Even when we come into the voice chat, right, I can hear him talking and giving out directions and stuff like that, and that's really helpful. That was actually I'm trying to remember what match it was now. Oh, it was TSG 69. I gave my MVP to Freed for the same reason, because he's been such a great IGL, right? I can always hear him making calls, and that helps a lot more than people think, right? Like just having those clear communications.
Yeah, I was trying to do a lot of that. I was like basically micromanaging the direction of our kite. I tried to call a reverse kite during our normal kite, and I think we lost somebody because we didn't have quite enough commitment. And, oh, actually, no, code got split. That's what happened.
Yeah, it was
code
wave
got
10.
Split.
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
I will say this though: play of the game, or at least the mini MVP reward, should definitely go to Ryan,
Ryan.
for that wonderful Goomba save.
Yeah, agreed. I also loved watching Ryan fling flesh pounds and scrakes into walls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually specifically like to shout out Code for not only showing up hours before the match and just doing it, but also showing up and doing Mando for it, and then doing it well. I am absolutely stoked that he showed up for that, and I would also like to shout out Ray for just swapping in for. Actually, what's funny is that Ray was filling Code slot until now. We were actually going to be running Ray instead of Code, and then TBG didn't show up.
Yeah, it all worked out wonderfully in the end.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Ray for
Everybody did
subbing
really
in
well.
and being fun.
Yeah.
Ray's got to get the MVP award for me. We've hardly practiced laning together, maybe in the last day or two, and like the callouts, I don't think you were in the war room at all while we were just holding before we lost hold, but like he would call the target and we just kill it every single time. Like the level of synergy we had for having never played together before is like I don't know that there's very many people that I've synergized as well with in a lane as I have him.
Yeah,
And
like
we cleaned stuff up so well every single time. It's like we were like reading each other's thoughts. Like we knew exactly which large we should take next, and he would call it, and we would just both start shooting it like right on the dot.
it felt like
And
watching
like
you and
all the
Eileen.
freezes we both called at the same time. Like it was perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am or where I am, but all I know is we must kill.
Yeah, it's exactly how it felt.
Yeah, Topwolf, it felt like watching you and I laning, honestly. You
Yup.
two were just so on that shit.
We were cleaning it up.
There was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, Code mentioned this. So yeah, Ray was on Sharp until today, and I actually personally taught Ray EBR Carbine Sharp to make this the no medic work as good as possible, and he was actually doing pretty well with it. I think he does need a little more practice with the seeds, but he picked it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was just really fun to watch you guys. Like it seemed like you mentioned Wolf mentioned you guys practiced for like what you said 25 hours.
Yeah, 20 to 25 at least if I had to.
Wow.
I mean, all my hours in this game are melding together at this point because we'd get done with practice and then I'd hop on TS1 and just be playing for another 3 or 4. So
Yeah, it definitely shows, right? It definitely showed that you guys practiced a lot. So I'm not surprised hearing you say that, but it's also I really respect that commitment. That's a lot of time.
Oh, I just realized I couldn't tell all my friends that the match was moved an hour earlier because of the shit I had to do today. I'm sad.
Oh yeah. Well, the VOD will be available though.
Sure, I can send it to him.
Yep. It will be available
So-
shortly.
with our Hellmark practice, we practiced a little bit less than we did this week. I mean, I think that winning or like being in the lead for the first round really like cemented that everybody really wanted to put a lot of effort in and practice a whole bunch to get a good score. And but as we practiced, like things slowly improved, and I like had good hope that the waves were going to go well every time, and like it was a matter of strategy. And in this time around with practicing the no medic, and the reason that I ultimately voted towards getting the medic is that we practiced 20-25 hours this week, and it didn't matter what like strats we switched up or how well people were improving. It felt like the waves, the later waves especially, were just so intense and so inconsistent with the spawns that like we were just at a brick wall. Like we just kept practicing for hours and hours, and it felt like we never got anything down. And so it felt like the no medic, and it wasn't even the objectives that made the no medic.
It was the main hold of all things.
It was the main hold at 9 and 10 that we just could not handle without a medic, and so
Yeah.
you know like we couldn't get the consistency strats down to the point where we couldn't run the medic. And so I'm really glad that we made the decision we did because it definitely saved us.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm hoping that the next map will have a bit more consistency, so you guys could possibly go,
Yeah.
balls to the wall.
I wouldn't count anything out, that's for sure. We're always going to try the ballsiest strat first and
It's in the name.
backwards from there.
Oh, actually, I gotta send the staff the flag of Yolomancers.
That's actually something I was thinking about. I should have you guys all make me like icons for your team. Like you
Can
use
can it be animated?
I think so because I think. Oh no, actually, I don't know if I can put animated emojis. We can talk about it later, but yeah, no, I think. I mean, we'll find out about what the next round's details are going to be tonight because this was the last match of the week. So now we're just going to be looking to go to round 3.
I'm gonna put the banner of Yolomancers into the Twitch chat.
Nice.
This is us.
Hell yeah, 3 stars. Let's go.
It got removed by the moderation bot.
The link
Thanks.
blocked. Hell
Thanks,
yeah.
Automod.
If you didn't know any better, you just think you're just like cursing right there. Just like
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, yeah, the next match is gonna be fun.
Boris, did you figure out how to give somebody moderator yet?
Yeah, he gave it to me, I think. He got it.
I did, but I totally forgot to give it to you. I'm so sorry. I'll remember after stream is
Wow.
over. I know.
I'll send it to
I'm
Tamari
a
and he can
terrible
post it for me.
friend. I'm a terrible friend. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
I sent it to Tamari.
What the heck? That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that is Yolomancers in a GIF.
Yeah,
I
think
hope it's a freeze grenade not going off correctly.
You know, it might as well be at this point, but it isn't that.
That's that GIF is Topwolf's brain when the freeze doesn't go off properly. It's just like spinning and just like.
I've had
what
to
is
throw
going
2
on?
freezes so often these past few days. It's just like, you know, when I first started playing Sharp, or like before I really started practicing my freeze logic, it was always like, oh god, the first one missed or didn't go off where I wanted it to. Like, is it worth spending another one? And now there's just no thought. There is only press G until things are frozen. Like,
Okay, I posted it now.
Yeah, I made you mod. Cap helped me out. Thanks, Cap. So you're good now.
Cap? You mean
It's
code?
code.
Captain Saw.
You mean
Was it?
code?
Oh, it was code. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on.
But yeah, Chris sent me that GIF of the skateboard cat, and I just like this. This is Yolomancers. This is us now.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to get some logos going. That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it was deigned by the originator of the name himself.
Oh, Chris came up with the name?
Well, he didn't come up. Well, okay, so Yolomancer comes from a running joke that he has with when we were playing Ghost Recon together. What he would call a Yolomancer is like when you get into a pub and the pub runs off and just does the dumbest shit and gets themselves probably killed while you're actually like playing smart. That's the Yolomancer.
I see. So we definitely should have gone for the no medic
Yeah.
strat. Okay, I understand now.
I was gonna say, the only issue I'm seeing here is you're not going for the ballsy strat. I don't know if you're
We wanted to, okay?
living up to that name there.
Look, okay, I
I'm-
know
I'm
that
the-
it's like a Yolomancer thing to get yourself killed for style points, but I'm not willing to do that to my team.
That's fair.
Remember,
Oh,
we're
come
not
on, just a little bit. Just a little
I
bit.
literally said during Hellmark that deadent only allowed. No dead. Exactly, Code. Exactly.
But the Flesh Pounds light looks so pretty. I want to get closer to it.
I think
I
Master
wish- I
followed
wish
that
I was,
advice a little too well during that first death.
What was that?
He was saying that the flesh pound light looks pretty, and I said I think Master followed that advice a little too well for that first death. I didn't see it, but it sounded like he was playing playing with fire a little bit.
He was hugging the. Was it a full fist or a quarter?
That
was
reminds
trying
me.
to-
That reminds me, though. I gotta say, is that bash you did on Wave 10?
That
dude.
was insane.
I saved myself from calm FP hits like 3 times that way with those. I don't know.
I was just talking about that
was on another
too.
level.
I was literally just talking about it because it happened at the end of the previous wave, I think. Right, like right at the end, you guys had a death because of that, and I was talking about it, and then he did it like 3 times in a row. I was gonna say with Master, I think I caught a glimpse of it. What ended up happening with him was he was trying to fight the FP, and a bunch of crawlers came in and just like,
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah,
it just like it just completely messed up his takedown.
yeah, it'd be that way.
Thank you, crawlers.
Oh, hey guys, if we don't have anything else that we wanted to ask, I do want to move toward wrapping up the streams. We actually have surpassed our 1 hour 30-minute mark.
Considering the match was only about 38 minutes, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it was honestly an excellent showing. The final score again was, what was it? 25-30. So
25-30.
that's a fantastic score. It was a lot of fun watching you guys. Thanks for putting on such an awesome match.
Yeah, we basically we were really like, if we'd done another objective, we'd be almost exactly on par with our last round, and that's pretty good. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I think you would have actually well, no, hold on a second. Saab got 27 something. I think if you would have done one objective, you would be in second place for like the round in terms of the highest score in the round.
But only by like a couple of points.
But only by a little bit. Yeah, you'd be very close.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to be still remaining in first place overall after this round. So yeah, looking pretty comfortable going into round 3.
I don't have anything to ramble about now. Do you want to wrap up?
Yeah. Did either Nick or Elmo have anything they wanted to quickly add before I let our
No, I
players
think
know?
we've been
I think we're
around
good.
more or less everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, guys. Well, thanks again. Thanks for hanging out with us and talking about the match, and we'll see you guys in the next round.
Alrighty.
GG.
See you then.
GG, guys.
Good night, all.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating thanks to all the rumors you.
We're just trolling you guys, by the way. We weren't gonna leave you guys without saying goodbye.
Oh wait, there's more.
Yeah, but wait, there's more, right? Yeah, I did want to just say to everybody here as well that thank you for coming out and watching the match. We had a lot of fun casting this week's matches. That is going to be the final match for round 2. So we'll be starting round 3 tomorrow, and there will be probably more matches next weekend again. So if you're not currently in our Discord server, the link to that is discord.gg/Tamari. Come hop in and hang out with us. We play CD like basically every day. So if you enjoyed watching these matches and you want to try something similar to these, we play those, and you're more than welcome to come hang out. We actually focus on like training up new players. So even if you're brand new, you're more than welcome to come play. Discord.gg/Tamari once again. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to Elmo, Nick, and Boris for joining me today for the cast. It was a lot of fun. Pleasure as always. And that's all I've got to say. I'm actually very tired. It's been a long weekend, man.
Yeah.
What a gauntlet, dude. We had
The gauntlet is over.
It's over. That was insane that we had 5 matches in a 24-hour time period. Crazy.
Maximum action.
We were there for all 5 of them.
Yeah, all of them.
I kind of wish I was, but sadly, plans got in the way.
Trust me, if you were there for all 5, you're gonna be like a little bit torn on that sentiment. You're gonna be like, oh man, I'm so happy I was there for all of them, but man, I wish I didn't.
Yeah, it was a lot, but yeah. Again, I'm looking forward to round 3. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think the next round's map is gonna be interesting for the teams, to say the least. And I'm very tired, so I'm going to be signing off. So again, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you again, everybody. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having